Hello, everybody, and welcome to Market Monday. I am your host, Joseph Legendary Musso, aka the Crypto Whisperer, here to talk to you about all things crypto. This is Monday number two of the recording of YouTube. For those of you that are listening on YouTube, thank you so much for joining me. I have actually been doing this unlisted for quite a while and decided to start doing this listed at least for Mondays. We actually do Mondays, Wednesdays, and sometimes Fridays, but for the open public so that you guys can get a chance to actually see some information that isn't going to sugarcoat things, isn't going to make wild speculations, is just going to look at the charts and give you some basic information. That would be me. That's what I'm here for, to kind of just show you the ropes of crypto and if there's any crazy news, what to pay attention to, and my own personal experience. Now, most of you on the World Wide Web do not know me, so you don't know what kind of credibility I have, and I totally understand that. A very quick, brief explanation. I've been in the crypto space since 2011. I was mining cryptocurrency with my wife, and we've been mining cryptocurrency on and off pretty much up until now. And I've been pretty heavy in the crypto game, studying it pretty extensively, and as well as studying the charts extensively. So, speaking of which, let's go ahead and dive right into the charts and take a quick look. So, here we have Big Daddy Biddy slowly climbing up. As I said on Wednesday, I think it was, when I drew this cross. For those of you that have only watched on Monday, you probably don't see or understand what this is for, so I'll go over this really, really quickly. This is the downtrend line, and then this is the uptrend line. So right now, when the downtrend and the uptrend cross, which is what it's doing right here, and this is right here in the middle, this is where things get really interesting. If it crosses and keeps going on the uptrend, then we are definitely on the up and up. If it crosses and then immediately goes down, then we're still on the downtrend. It was just a nice move up. See right here where we kind of moved up a little bit and then we immediately went back down. That same thing can happen here on the bottom. So that's why I kind of drew these trend lines to help you guys out. So let me just zoom in a little bit more so you can see them well. As you can see, we climbed up, we tapped the trend line, we climbed up, we tapped the trend line, up, tap trend line, up, and then we're tapping the trend line again. So as long as we keep climbing up in kind of a ladder position, then we're still bullish. The moment that we curve out and go lower, and this is a bear curve down, right? It looks like one. Now it could immediately bull curve back up and we could keep going up the ladder. And the important thing is, when I say like ladder, etc., whatever, and bull and bear, bull is everything going up, bear is things going down. And there's an old adage of the bulls take the stairs and the bears jump out the window. So that's why, you see the bulls taking the stairs, the bears jumping out the window. It goes like straight down. It's kind of the same deal. You see all these little red lines here. These are resistance lines that will eventually turn into support lines. But right now they're resistance, and we're having heavy, heavy resistance at the 24,000 area here. You can see went up, sold, climb, climb, went up, sold, climb, went up, sold, climb, went up, sold. But as long as we hold onto this trend line and we still keep climbing up, then we're still moving in a bullish direction. This red line right here is the 96. This blue line that you see right here is the 6. When they cross over, that is also a sign of bullish momentum. Now, we don't see that on Bitcoin yet, but we will see that on Ethereum. And the reason why Ethereum is doing this move and has crossed over and is now a little bit, see a little buy signal. Now we're in the bull section and it looks stronger than Bitcoin. We only had one really kind of touch the middle here, this middle line, which is the downtrend and uptrend. And we're kind of going back down to test a little bit. But see how far apart the 6 and the 96 are, where the 6 is underneath all the candles instead of below them. It's perfect. That's what you want. So right here, this is all based off of the momentum. We do know Ethereum. Vitalik announced on Twitter that Ethereum most likely will be moved over to proof of stake exactly 30 days from now, or 30 or 31 days, right? So September 15th. Because of that, people are starting to buy. I've had some of you guys ask, hey, I missed the boat. I didn't buy here. I thought it was going lower. Can I still buy? Yep, absolutely. It's still a prime time to be accumulating. Now, Know your own risk, know your own tolerance. I am not a financial advisor, just want to be clear on that. But if you want an advice from someone that's doing it themselves, right? Like this is what I'm doing. I'm buying a little bit every down day. I was buying a lot here, and I've decreased how much I'm buying up here. And you can decide what your percentages are, yada, yada, yada. That's totally up to you. But anyway, so I am buying a little bit here, a little bit here, and if it comes back down to this trend line, I'll buy here. Everything's going to be dependent on whether or not we keep climbing, really based off of Ethereum. It used to be that only Bitcoin would drive up the market, right? Like Bitcoin was the big daddy. Bitcoin's been around forever. Bitcoin's been the primary driver of the overall market. Let me go ahead and switch back. There we go. So Bitcoin has been the major driver of the market, and right now Ethereum is switching that. Now Ethereum is the one pushing the market up. So because Ethereum is pushing the market up, it's pushing up all the tokens. You guys are probably seeing a lot of the tokens rise, and some of your small cap coins are starting to rise. And as long as Ethereum keeps rising, it's going to pull Bitcoin up with it. And it all has to do with pairs. Now, in normal markets, the only thing that you could trade is like currency into stocks, right? That's pretty common. But in the crypto world, you can trade cryptocurrency into cryptocurrency. So that creates pairs. Like there's a Ethereum Bitcoin pair, there's Ethereum ADA, et cetera, et cetera. So there's a lot of different pairs out there. Well, because of that, if one pair is doing really well, they will buy more coins into that pair to keep pushing it up. And by doing that, that causes other people to go, okay, well, the flip side, the Bitcoin pair is weaker than the Ethereum side. So let's buy more Bitcoin. And what does that do? That forces the Bitcoin price up as well. So it just ends up being a switch back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that ends up driving up all the over markets. Now, the same thing happens when the coins go down. So if all the pairs start suffering, then people are going to try and roll into the pairs that are doing okay or not as bad to try and mitigate their risk. But if they keep doing that over and over again, that's going to cause a sell pattern as well and force all of those coins to go down. So it's kind of like a catch-22. On one side, it pulls everything up when one or two of the major market movers are doing well, and then it pulls everything down if one or two of the major market movers are not doing so well. So anyway, I digress. That's kind of the rundown. This right here is a big signifier. This cross, this is again a downtrend and uptrend, right? So we have the downtrend going down and the uptrend going up, and then we have right here our middle basis, and this is both for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I know a lot of people like to see a ton of coins. I like to focus on the two main ones that move the market the most, and that's Bitcoin and Ethereum. And as you guys can see, right now we're still following this trend line. So as long as we follow this trend line and continue following it up, then I'm going to respect the fact that we're still bullish. So with that being said, I hope this is very educational for you guys. And until next time, stay safe and stay studying. Bye.